Hi everyone, my name is Daria, and I decided to create this video so it would give you a feeling like you are talking to your friend somewhere in a nice, pleasant place, maybe in a park, maybe at your house. But let's just imagine as if I was your friend and we were just talking about something meaningful, right? And it's not just a regular small talk because I'm not a fan of that. And one of the purposes I decided to make something like that is because I had a vision that it might help somebody. Or if it wouldn't help somebody, it would just be interesting to think about something like that. If you know what I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this voice, like with the growling. I have written an essay, so if I would look down sometimes, it's just because I'm tracking the text I've written. Um, because I wanted to have a base structure that I would use in the video. Well, the conversation we're gonna have today is about popularity in 21st century. And there are different aspects we can discuss in this sphere, like thousands of them. But main thing I would like to talk about today is success, the way we see and the way we view popularity nowadays, um, how the happiness connected to all of this, and what are the main advantages and disadvantages of all of it. Well, let's start. We all know that in 21st century, the concept of popularity has evolved dramatically, and it's all due to the fact of the historical events, of the technological advancements, and the other aspects this that made popularity a bit different thing that it used to be back in the days. In my opinion, to understand this evolution, we have to look back specifically in early 20th century, um, in the days of Hollywood, where the seeds of modern fame were sown. As the movie industry began to flourish, actors and actresses became cultural icons, and we even call them stars nowadays. You better be kidding. I decided to go inside because my neighbor started doing something really loud, and I don't know why it's always like that. Every time I would like to film or make a photo shoot in my backyard, there's someone over there creeping, waiting for me all the time. I don't know why. Whatever. Let's get back to our conversation. As I was already talking about Hollywood stars, that it all started in Hollywood because of the film industry. I believe the huge star, one of the biggest stars of that time, was Marilyn Monroe, and she was followed by the paparazzi most of the time and by fans as well. But why? I understand she's popular. I understand she is like an icon. Like everyone wants to talk to her, to see her. But it's just like you're in a zoo. Imagine you're just like a tiger in a cage and people just staring at you because you're something unusual to them. They don't understand like how can I be that close to this creature? And I think that's the same thing with stars. Like why it's all started. People are just they couldn't realize that what they were seeing on the screens could be actually in real life. The whole fan culture started to grow as well. And but we're not talking about this. Talking about popularity, and so we are going from the 20th century to the 21st. Internet and the way the social media started to grow in the beginning of 2000s, late 90s. In my opinion, it all leading to some kind of a ridiculous place. I'm not saying that internet is bad and we shouldn't want to grow our audience. We shouldn't be we shouldn't accept this new reality we're all living in. Because nowadays, this is how the normal life looked like. And you gotta accept it. But the way we should react to it, that's the main point. So the social media started to grow. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. And people would see the opportunity in all of it. The social media would offer them something new that was never really used before. They offer them an opportunity that you can become famous, rich, successful, and it all equals happy. That's what the society is trying to make us believe, that money, fame, like all of that stuff, it's what the real success and happiness are, which is not true at all. Young generation, my generation, your generation, our generation started to see the opportunity in all of it, and it really is a great opportunity. But the way it started, like, evolving, sometimes in a not in the right direction. People now would have anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and it's all connected to the way we view success nowadays. Because this new scheme, this new structure is really pushing our generation, young people. We are in our early 20s, in our late teens, and we think that we have to become like filthy rich, like ridiculously successful before we're 30. If we're not 30, we're freaking losers. And am I wrong? Because am I the only one who see this on every like corner, everywhere? Everyone's trying to tell us that you have to be this, you have to do that, or you're gonna be not successful at all. You're gonna die poor. You're gonna be this and that. You're never gonna achieve this. And people are just so stressful because of this. So in the minds of younger generation, we all view this as an opportunity to become successful, rich, and etc. Because fame kind of equals it all, and that's what the social media promotes. And for example, if we're taking some kind of an influencer, and he shows that he has a huge luxurious mansion, he has a couple of expensive cars, he can afford expensive clothes and all of that. And of course, people who have never met this person, they take it as a reality and they start to believe it, because that's what's being translated through the social media. And it's like, it's not something new. Most of the people do know about this. They understand that people who do content and who try to like act as they are filthy rich and everything's great and they are super successful, super productive, and etc. etc. They have just a perfect life. Of course, they're gonna have depression. They're freaking confused. They don't understand, like, why him? How did he do that? And that story would get a lot of followers because, of course, we would like to see a nice, a perfect picture. We don't want to see a person who struggles. That's boring. It's like, I mean, I can cross the road and see the same thing in my hometown. Like, why would I follow someone like that? It's just an ordinary thing. But seeing something like as a luxurious lifestyle, jets, Dior, Dubai, like all of that. Of course, people who cannot afford this, they're just trying to take a bite of this, how it is. Like, they can look behind the curtains, how this life feels like. But in reality, it doesn't have to do anything with the way it might be. people would, there's like hundreds and thousands, there are thousands of stories where people would Photoshop them. They would buy fake clothes, so they would try to represent some kind of luxurious style, that they have money for that. In reality, sometimes they wouldn't be able to afford food. And there are a lot of crazy stuff, so people would gain this fame because in their minds it's the representation of success. But what the social platforms are doing as well, they are offering you to become successful. But how can this actually happen? Okay, here's a situation. You made a video and you became famous overnight. Do you think it's going to last forever? No, it's not. Do you think you're gonna become like successful after one video, gain 20 millions? There is there is a possibility. It also depends on the way you're gonna improve your social media. You're gonna like post every day. You'll improve the image of your content and all of that. There is a possibility that you can make it last, but in most cases, it's not going to last forever. So the other point is that even though you know how it tastes to be famous, to have a lot of attention, it doesn't mean that it's going to last forever. In the internet, it might be shown in one way, but in reality, it can have nothing to be, it can have not even a tiny percentage of the truth. So whether you're a girl or boy, bruh, don't even dare to think that you're not worthy of something, or you are not like them and that's why you're worse, or you're not going to become successful. Hell no. Popularity, fame, success is a temporary thing. While popularity became a significant aspect of modern culture, it is essential to distinguish it from true success. The pressure that we get from social media can lead to unrealistic expectations of our generation. So let's talk about real success, how we can define it. I would say that real success is a personal growth, it's meaningful connections, and it's also a pursuit of one's passions. The elements cannot be measured in likes, followings, and the attention you're getting from the audience, right? In a world obsessed with fame, it is vital to remember that lasting fulfillment comes from within, not from the fleeting nature of popularity. You never should really think about something like other people's success and compare yourself to all of that, because every person has their own path. It's one thing. And the other one is that you never know how it is, how it really is. And you should always look after your mental health, your well-being. You shouldn't be easily influenced by society, because what we also should remember, what is the main purpose of social media? It's to promote, it's the promotion. Even the bloggers, even the influencers itself, what they're doing, how they're earning their money. It's like the commercials. They're promoting, and sometimes you wouldn't even understand, is it a truthful review, or is it a promotion they're trying to make money out of? And that is one of the things that it's really scary. Someone can promote a medical product to hundreds of people out there, to hundreds of followers he has, and people would believe it, that it's a good product, and that they would buy it. But it might be unhelpful. It might lead to some dangerous circumstances. What I want to actually say about that is that you should always listen to yourself. Be really accurate with what you see on the internet. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your spiritual guides, girl. They're gonna tell you. Have your own freaking mind. Have your own freaking brain and try to create yourself, your unique self. Don't be easily influenced by the internet and social media. Have your own opinion. It doesn't mean if someone having a successful, luxurious life in Miami, you should just leave everything, leave your place, and go to Miami because you think that your life gonna change and it's better over there. Listen to what your heart is really looking for, what it really desires. And only after that you'd be able to find peaceful, calm, successful life for yourself that you're looking for. And you would create the balance. Because this whole thing is about the balance. Fame fame. Fame in its representation, it doesn't lead you to a balanced, happy life. And happiness does equal success. Fame doesn't. I mean, it can be a part of success, but leading to it, no. Popularity is not a bad thing. Fame is not a bad thing. But the way the modern society is trying to make us feel, not knowing how it is actually, that's what is terrifying. And I'm gonna finally end my conversation. I really hope it's not like a bunch of bullshit I'm telling over here. And I hope someone would just listen to me and see something meaningful in all of it. We all have like our own path. And it doesn't mean if you're 24, 25, 15, 30, 40, and you're not living your successful life you created in your head. It doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. But it also doesn't mean that you have to just sit with your hands on the legs waiting for the miracle to come. No. What I'm trying to say is that listen to yourself, analyze your thoughts, write it down, make a goal you want to achieve, what you want to be doing helpful for the society, for other people, how you can bring to this life something meaningful. That's what success is. That's what we should all move towards. Not just like, how can I gain a million of followers overnight just because I want, just because it's trendy, and just because like being famous is cool. It can also bring me money. No, that shouldn't be the reason why. I really hope that I said something meaningful in this conversation. And I really hope that you liked it. Even if not, we can talk about it in the comment section, but I also asking you to be polite. Everyone have their own opinion. It's only my opinion. And I also might be wrong, but it's not about this. My main point was just to help you think about your mental health, the way you can achieve it, and that's probably it. I'm only doing it with a good intentions. I'm sending you kisses, blessings, and only positive vibes, babes. So see you soon. Bye-bye.